Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the next topic, a different kind of school. This lesson gives you a message that how simple things can make learning more interesting and easier, and how learning is the best way to learn different types of things, and how we can make ourselves aware and concerned about our environment and its problems, and how it can make the children more responsible and aware citizens. The story starts with visiting Miss Beam's school by the narrator. When the narrator reached the school, no one was there except a 2 years old girl, and her eyes were bandaged, and she was accompanied by a 4 years old boy who was guiding her between the flower beds. She stopped for a while and asked to that boy that who had come there. And it seems that that boy was explaining her about my details. And then after that they passed on. Now narrator expects that Miss Beam was middle aged, friendly, and understanding. Her hair was turning grey. She was fat and was trying to make a homesick children feel at ease. The author questioned her about the simple methods she used for teaching. Her reply was that in her school they taught simply by helping them to learn the simple spellings, adding, subtracting, multiplying, and writing skills. The rest of this learning was done by reading to them and conducting interesting talks with the children. In that time, the children were supposed to sit silently without moving. Except this, there were actually no other lessons. In the first paragraph, Miss Beams tells about the actual aim of her school. She said that the actual aim of this school was to teach thoughtfulness to the student and to make them sensible, kind, and concerned towards others, and to awaken them to their duties. After that, she asked to the narrator to look out of the window. She said that to the narrator that what he is seeing. Then the narrator explained that he was able to see beautiful grounds, many cheerful children, and he also noticed that some children are there who were not very healthy and active. Then he said he also noticed a girl who had trouble with her eyes, and two more children he saw who are having the disability of the same kind. He also noticed a girl with a crutch who was watching the other children at play, and he said that she was lame. After hearing this, Miss Beam laughed and explained that that girl was not lame. It was her lame day. The others are also not blind, but it is their blind day. She laughed again and looked surprised. Thereafter, she explained that to make their children appreciate, accept, and understand the misfortune of those children who are actually blind, lame, and having other type of disabilities, we make them to understand their problems, and we conduct these type of activities, and these activities are an essential part of their system. In this activity, every child is supposed to observe one blind day, one lame day, one deaf day, one injured day, and one dumb day. On blind day, their eyes are blindfolded, and they promised that day not to peep at all, and this is done overnight so that they wake up in a blind like condition and get help for everything they do. And some other children are there who are given the duties to help them and guide them. This way, both the blind and the helpers learn a lot of things. Again, Miss Beam said that through this game, even a very careless child also learns to be responsible at the end of the day. She further added that no doubt that blind day was the worst, but according to some children, the dumb day was the most difficult as mouths could not be bandaged. In that case, the children had to use their willpower. After some time, Miss Beam took the narrator to the garden to let him to wash the children and their feelings himself. Miss Beam took the narrator to the bandaged girl and left him there. In, the, in these two paragraphs, the narrator is asking the girl about her experience of the blind day. The narrator asked the girl if she ever tried to look out. The girl replied that it would be cheating if I'll do that. Before this experience, she never realized that being blind was that bad. In that case, one was not able to see anything, and at every step, one fears of being hit by something. In this situation, just sitting down was a comfort. Then the narrator further asked if her helpers were kind to her. Her response was positive, but according to her, the help and care from others was lesser. And as a helper, she would be better in her turn. Now, according to the girl's statement, people who had experienced the blindness become better helpers because they were able to understand their position. She further said that the inability to see was scary and full of fear. She wished he could give it a try. Then the narrator asked her if he could show her the way and help her to go anywhere. Then she replied in acceptance and suggested to go for a walk. She also asked the narrator to tell about the things which are around them. She said that she would be full of joy once the day is over. She further said that other things were fun, like to have a leg tied up and jump on a support. Having an arm tied up was still annoying as it was difficult to eat without help, and so on. She said that she would not mind to be deaf for a day, but being blind actually scared her. It troubles her mind with the fear that she would get hurt. Now, the narrator told the girl that they were in the playground and they were walking towards the house. The narrator told the girl that Miss Beam was walking up and down the garden with a tall girl. The little girl called the narrator and asked what dress that tall girl was wearing. He explained to her the details of her dress. He said that she is wearing a blue cotton skirt and a pink blouse. Then she further asked the color of her hair, and after knowing the light color of her hair, she guessed herself that she is Millie, the hat girl. Then the narrator told her that an old man was tying up the roses. She responded that he was Peter, who is 100 years old gardener in her school. Then a girl with curly red hair on crutches crossed. She told herself that she was Anita. The narrator realized at last that he became more thoughtful and sensitive towards the issues of disability and did not want to leave the place, but he had to go. After meeting Miss Beam proudly said that the system of her school was so special and unique that the visitors also feels so. Now at last there are the words with their meaning which you have to learn. Now at last I hope that you have understood the topic nicely. Thank you.